position well. Control the position well. Head up, head up, head up. So today we're going to look at the 5 things that will make your sparring more focused and better. So the first thing that you have to do is establish a learning outcome. We do that by sparring. You're going to see some of that sparring later. Once we have sparred and we've established what we're weak at and what we need to work on, we then agree a role with our sparring partner or our coach. And we play that role. In other words, when I did it with Anthony was struggling when he went backwards. He was covering up too much, he was ducking his head, and I was going to put him under pressure to see how that worked. The next thing is to look at methods of improving. So we're looking at the methods of improving. Anthony was putting his head down too much and he wasn't exiting, so he was getting caught with things like uppercuts. So once we got him doing the right thing, we then got something to take away. And we take that away and we practice it with other people. So very simple, establish a learning outcome. Work on that learning outcome by having a role. Look at ways to improve within that role, take away a lesson and work it with other people. Now enjoy the sparring. Smother, 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 smother. Good. Turn. Away. Get yourself away. Not me. I'm doing the hunting, remember? I'm doing the hunting. Smother. Turn. Good. Get yourself away. Get away. Move. Re-engage. Get your head up. Good. Better. Much better. Controlling the position well. Head up. Smother. Control. Move around. Pick your foot, exit. Go, hold on. Exit, hold on. Move it to your body, move it up. Engage. Put me down, look at me. Right, disengage. Control, no, not that way, go that way, get hit. Think about where you're going. You've got hands up, disengage. Think about it. Spin it, get him away. That's better. Control. Your head down. Get your head up. Look at me. Keep where you are. You've got a wall behind you. Pull me into the wall. Good. Think about getting out. Good. Oh, you let your hands down again. Work at it. I'm in close. Watch your knees.
That's 1 minute, Dave.
Okay, so we've lost John. He's got to go, unfortunately. But let's look how that went. I'll start with myself and to remember. Role 1 is we were going to establish a learning outcome. We established with Anthony that learning outcome was to not cover up and just back away, but to try and engage, try and smother. We then had a role. My role was to put him under pressure, and his role was to react to that pressure, trying not to run away and trying not just to cover up. It didn't work out 100% for Anthony, but that's the point. That's what sparring's about. The next thing is evaluation and advice. So you have to evaluate what you've just done. I would say with Anthony, the biggest thing he's got to do is to stop putting his head down. What he'll do is when he gets very close, he'll tuck in, but he'll put his head down so he can't see me, which allows me to move around for a lot of body shots. If I was grappling, which I wasn't because I got big gloves on, to get hold of him, And it allowed me to throw things like uppercuts at you and knees. When he stopped doing that, I was claiming he was doing really well. So my evaluation and advice would be, look at the person. If you're going to cover, go into a nice smother, but keep looking at them. Having your head down means you can't see them, they can hit you. So in your next spar, the advice you take forward, it won't be with me this time, with somebody else, is to take that smother, but keep looking at them. Hold your ground.